Hi, I want to share a little bit with you about training remotely, which is the world that we're in at the moment. I've been training for a lot of years now, and there are lots of principles and skills that I think are really important. And part of it for me is when we arrive and when we leave a training session. And that's one thing that is certainly different now because we're not physically arriving at our training sessions. And for me, my first principle was always, of course, be there early, but make sure people get a big welcome. I've attended lots of training sessions as a delegate where I arrive with other delegates and we say hello to each other and one thing and another. And then just before the course is due to start, then the trainers will arrive and they'll walk in as if they're some famous people and stand and introduce themselves. And it's, for me, not that welcoming. My principle has always been to be there. I like to shake people's hands and introduce myself and have a bit of chit chat with them. Always have my materials ready, everything ready so that when people arrive, I can spend time and have a coffee with them and a chat. It needs to be welcoming. Now similarly, I've attended webinar sessions and Zoom sessions recently where when we arrive, it's make sure that you've got your camera off or on, however you want it. Make sure you're muted and all of that kind of thing. And to be honest, sometimes it can feel really quite serious, not quite the best start. Where I've seen it done really well is as we're arriving, and one organisation I've been attending their seminars, and when you arrive, they're asking you to sign in, go into the chat box and let us know you're on, let us know you're here. And they're saying things like, welcome to Bob from Birmingham, and welcome to Jean from Bristol, and welcome to so-and-so from wherever they are. And that's amazing. So there's 100 and odd people, and so they can't do it with everybody. But it's just that it feels welcoming for us all, whether our name's mentioned or not. So important. Now, of course, at the end, I've been doing some sessions recently, and at the end of my sessions, I'm actually saying to people, say bye to me. Mine I'm trying to make interactive, so we will use the chat box, of course, and sometimes when I can, I'll allow people to speak, so we'll unmute and mute as necessary. But I'll always at the end say, unmute and give me a shout bye. And of course, I explain to people that I may just see your picture on, but we'll give each other a wave kind of thing. And that's rapport from beginning to end for me that we can do, and it so matters. So they're my two thoughts: make it welcoming and give people a good goodbye. More on content and other things at a later session, I'm sure. Hope to see you there.